We're going countertop shopping. Let's go.
When you go to the wholesaler, the first question they're going to ask is, who's your fabricator? So I always like to start here. Bring your dimensions, your kitchen plans, the faucets, your bath vanity specifications, sinks, and soap dispensers, any holes that you are putting in that countertop. Bring it with you. That way you'll know how many slabs you need.
In your kitchen, what color tones are you looking for?
Look at full slabs. Those little samples lie. I'm kind of liking this one. You're also going to have to choose your edge profiles. And then there's old standby, my favorite. Quartz is engineered. It's ground stone mixed with resin. People love it because it gives you a uniform, low maintenance, and a clean look. If you want marble, this will give you the look of marble without the maintenance of it. However, it's not heat proof. It does burn. It's not indestructible, and it stains. I can tell you from personal experience. Porcelain slabs are all the rage. They press the pattern into the stone. They're heat proof, UV proof, scratch and stain resistant, no etching, and they come in a variety of looks. So if you want it to look like wood, tile, stone, you want a matte finish, they've got it all. The problem with porcelain becomes the fabrication. It is very tricky to fabricate. It chips, it's difficult to work with, especially because of the thickness. So the fabricator's got to be top notch.
It's deck time.
And the color is not through body, which means it's on the top, like a photographic image.
That's the edge. You see that?
It does not go all the way through. So if you chip it, the gouge isn't going to match the finish.
But that's the matte to match. You see it's pressed. This would be similar to Taj Mahal, I guess.
These I don't mind quartz because one bathroom is green, the other one's blue.
Okay, it's all practice.
There are tons of remnants here. And when I'm talking remnants, I'm not talking little tiny pieces of what's left over cut out from your sink. They have entire slabs. These are all remnants? Holy crap. They have several slabs from the same lot as remnants. You'll pay half the price you would from the wholesaler. So always start with the remnants. There were a couple of just plain white ones. All right, we are looking for remnants. And this guy found this one. Do we love it? I don't know. It's long enough? And we got enough room for the backsplash? That's a done deal. One and done. Look at that. Let's go. Falling in love with a countertop is easy. They're so beautiful. Living with it is the hard part. So before you pick a slab, let's talk about some of the stone out there. Quartz burns. Marble etches. Quartzite is often mislabeled. And porcelain chips. So what are you going to pick? I don't know. Let's do some shopping. See what holds up. I've been to a bunch of wholesalers, and most of them have quartzite front and center. Granite is sort of like the bastard child in the back, and they don't carry much of it. However, granite is still old faithful. It's hard, it's dense, it's durable.
How crazy is this one? Right? Quartzite.
It's beautiful like marble. It's granite like durability. It's heat resistant unlike quartz. And it's got the most dramatic patterns. It's UV resistant so you can put it outside.
Around we go. Keep moving. Oh, I kind of like that one.
But here's the part that nobody tells you. The majority of quartzite out there is mislabeled. It's dolomite, marble's stronger cousin. While it's a nice strong stone, it's still going to etch. It's still going to stain. It's going to behave like marble. If you want marble, get marble. But if you're expecting the performance of quartzite, you need to make sure that the stone that you're getting actually is quartzite. If you want to be sure, you can do a scratch test. Scratch it with a glass tile. If it scratches the glass tile, you're in good shape. If it gets chalky, you've got dolomite on your hands.
This one is cool. Oh, it's a dolomite. See that? It's going to be much softer, but it looks like an Irish bloodstone. Let's go down this row and see what we've got. That's interesting. Check out that. Anything with blue I love, but not for the kitchen. Blue in the kitchen is a diet. Ooh, interesting. That's a gorgeous blue. Brown marble. I don't know how well these are reading in here. I love the color combinations, but it's dolomite. Ooh, pretty. Love the browns. Let's see.
And make sure if you need more than one, that you see every slab for your job.
Here's another one. Oh, I like the colors. It's a little too gray. But again, river blue dolomite. It feels like granite, but it's softer. You can see some of the scratches down there. Porcelain, you see that? Here, some more porcelain slabs. I just don't know. Isn't that pretty? That's an onyx. No, where was the one I liked?
Don't fall in love with onyx for everyday use. It is marble's weaker cousin.
Shit, I didn't pick an onyx, did I?
It's great for decorative use, but I wouldn't use it where it counts.
Let's see what else we can see. Going around this side, maybe this is where I found it. Ooh, that's a quartzite red sky. Beautiful colors. Very dramatic. Oh. Quartzite we liked. New Zealand. Do we like this one? A little crazy. I know the light isn't great.
You get a better idea of the colors. Another quartzite. Grays, beautiful. Ah, here's a crazy one. I love it, but these lines are hard to imagine. In the kitchen, it's a beautiful piece. What is it? Quartzite. Explosion blue. It sure is. Isn't that gorgeous? I know, I'm a little obsessed with blue. I'm not that obsessed. Let's keep walking. Hop along with me. This one is tourmaline white quartzite. Very pretty. Got a lot of movement to it, but it's got a neutral palette, grays and browns. Fusion quartzite. Look at this bad boy. Look at the whole bundle. Big kitchens usually require more than one slab, so make sure they match closely enough for big islands and long runs. And while you're thinking about that, think about your seams. Plan your seams, especially with directional veining and some of these quartzites you may see. You want to think about where that line's going to be, where that break is going to be. Weird lines. Let's see if we can get over here. I like that it's light. You can't really see. The light is terrible. Another quartzite, ocean waves, exotic, of course. See the levels on there, the tag, level, exotic. They won't tell you the prices, but they will give you an estimate of what level you're at. All right, we got some grays. We're gonna just carefully get out of the gray. Bianco Superiore. Not terrible, it has black in it. Ooh, this one might be a looker. Let's take a minute. With that brown, this is not bad. And it's got the black, so I have some black fixtures, the faucet, a light fixture. This is definitely a contender. Bianco Superiore, come on. It's like it's calling my name. Exotic, son of a... This one is Van Gogh. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Are you getting this? Look at this stone. Holy shitball. It is so crazy. It's got black, it's got the gold, it's got green, which I hate, but it's got some blue, which I love. And these are my countertops. Oh my gosh. I don't care about the floors. Look at that. All right, there we go. They're both exotic. Son of a gun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They got plenty of slabs. What do you think? I think I could be very happy with this stone for the rest of my life.
All right.
Ay, ay, ay. What do we got here?
Quartz azzurro.
It's pretty.
It's very pretty. The white's so white.
Really pretty.
if you can see it on camera.
Thank you, Porcelain.
Thank you. He holds that thing like it's no big deal.
I know. Several tons.
And then we turned the corner, and there she was. Van Gogh again, but not the Van Gogh I knew. What's going on here? How can this be? Two totally different stones.
I've got a rebel soul.